I'm I'm actually doing my master's in international law and diplomacy at Lancaster University in the UK. And but I first attended the Wege last year when I was still doing my bachelor's in Poland. But then we didn't get the chance to get to the finals, and then we participated again this year. I would say that what we find most valuable will be different according to my team members, but on my personal perspective, I would say that it was mainly because Rwanda passed the law of prohibiting the usage, the manufacture, the import, and even the sale of plastic bags, polythene bags, or plastic bags in other terms. So I just wanted to, how can I apply the law to conserve the and preserve the environment? So it was just, I just thought that would be my contribution in participating in this project. But I participated in this project with, should I say, a legal perspective, while the others, my other teammates, they're just studying agriculture, most of them. So I would say that they were just into their field, doing their thing. So I was just looking on the legal part. Am I helping my country enforce the law? But by enforcing the law, do I provide another alternative that would help people not be tempted to breach the rule? Well, everything, literally everything. I just love how they keep us updated. Like we get feedbacks. We get they comment on everything. They tell us what we should improve, what they expect from us. They even remind us deadlines, so that's great. Well, considering that we're all students and we also have other things to do, so it's really a great thing that I would like to mention Marta. She really helps out. She's she's good. She's good at it. When it comes to prototyping, we first had issues with finding, should I say, like a laboratory to work with, but then what would be the use of presenting something that we did not test ourselves? So at the end of the day, we met a lab technician friend who helped out, and at last, we were at least confident that our products will be sustainable, reliable, and yes, biodegradable. Well, as I said, there's that they passed on the law, but plastics are still being illegally used in some parts of the country, and the, well, the first thing from my side as a law student was to help enforce the law, but by providing a solution, not just by saying this is prohibited without providing any other possible or solution or alternative. Second was because we don't have competitors. So I would say that it somehow made us feel confident when it comes to the market competition. In Rwanda, there are no existing industries or factories that already manufacture biodegradable packages. So we were like, we'll be the first. So yeah, we'll gain customers. Yeah, the market. We'll just win the market in Rwanda. It's both challenging because we still have a lot of work to do, a lot of fundings to get. Yeah, we still have a long run, but again, it feels relieving to be doing something that you feel like the country needed. You feel like you're really doing something that was needed. Your work isn't just going unnoticed. Yeah. Well, I think we get the hope. We have that hope because in some past years, when Rwanda had not passed on that law yet, we used plastics. You could see plastic bags, trashes of plastics everywhere, but if you've already visited Kigali, you know how green and clean it is. So that's a sign that we can make it. We already made the first step, so it won't be that hard. Should I say it inspired me or it frightened me?
Be honest.
Well, both. Uh, when I saw how other teams were like, how to say, excelling their presentations, their projects, and as I said earlier, we had some issues with the prototyping. Even now, we're still carrying out some researches to ensure that our products will give out the quality that we promised. So by seeing how others are, should I say, like far enough with their researches, I felt like, okay, we still have a lot of work. So it was challenging, but in a good way. Well, I'll tell them any idea you have that can help resolve any wicked problem or any issue that we have in the society, that even if you think it's like an idea that's not really meaningful, it can really help. Just develop it, work on it, get maybe other team members to work with you, like build a team, work on it, give it time, research, read, like enlighten yourself. You can make it, and just try your luck. The most exciting part about circular economy, I think, is that nothing goes to waste. So everything has its own value, no matter when you purchased it, how long you've been using it, it still has value. So I think it's I'll say it's very broad, because it would even impact the economy, because if you can buy something and it's still in use after 5 years, it will impact a lot of different fields in this world. The economy, the industries, because it will help with the recycling, reusing. It will even save the planet when it comes to preserving the environment. Well, as we've already participated last year, and we did it again this year, and we made it to the finals, that's a sign we can still try other competitions. Yeah, we can do it. So it's a great sign for us that our project, first off, if our project came in the top 5 of the 58 projects, that's a sign that it's good enough, and it's really solving something it's a solution that was needed. So as long as we feel needed, we'll still keep going. Well, at first, before participating in Wege, I actually wanted to become a prosecutor. But then I think more of working in the law enforcement field, but not precisely a prosecutor. I'm just accusing people. No. So I want to be enforcing law, but by being, should I say, by providing other solutions that would help people not to breach the law. You understand? So if I say that it is prohibited to use this plastic bag, but what other alternative are you providing us so as not to use those plastic bags? Just saying that it's prohibited without providing any other solution, I just think it's meaningless. So I want to work in the law enforcement field by providing other sustainable solutions.